Welcome to the North Andover Journal. I'm Tiffany Began. You told us that you would be interested in a locally produced news and information show, and North Andover Journal is an answer to that call. Together, we will bring you North Andover stories, local events, sports, entertainment, and government affairs. We want to explore the town and bring unique and interesting things to your attention and show you what's in your own backyard. Call us, write to us, or volunteer so we can share as much of North Andover's culture as possible. Did you know you can find works of art right here in North Andover? The Andover's Artists Guild has a special partnership with Rolling Ridge Retreat and Conference Center that brings local art to Rolling Ridge's Lakeside Dining Room. We visited their winter art show in November during their open house and reception.
Tonight we're having an open house and artist reception. We do 4 shows a year with the Andover's Artists Guild.
The Andover Artists Guild is based in North Andover. We meet in the Brooks School every month. We have a demonstration. Our primary goal and vision is to have many shows during the year. The primary goal of those shows is to raise money for scholarships. We have about 80 members. We have all age groups. We have people that do acrylics, people that do drawing, people that do oil paintings, people that do textile art. So all forms of art, is encouraged in the group.
When we started about 5 years ago, we had a plein-air day and had lots of artists painting outside, and that was our first foray into original art at Rolling Ridge.
Larry's bringing more, maybe a little more sophisticated ideas here, and I think it's working. I think we have a very good group of residents who live in both towns, and I think they're open to these things.
We brought in, the artist said, you really need light, so we added gallery lighting, and then we added gallery hanging. And actually one of the Art Guild members helped us pick the colors for the walls, so we repainted and fixed up the gallery. So we really tried to make this a more inviting place for the artist. And then conversely, the more we made it lovely for the artist, it made it more welcoming for guests to come in.
Every 3 months, he chooses the theme, and our members bring in all our works for a show for 3 months. And we recently put this latest show up.
This winter theme is called The Story Underneath. And it's about, there's a lot happening underneath the ground, underneath the snow, to get us ready for springtime. So even though it may look kind of dry and white and dreary, there's really something good happening. So even in the midst of, kind of winter scenes, there's a lot of color in this show.
The theme of the work here is always respectful, because this is a spiritual place. So we find that most themes are associated with the landscape. Sometimes there's abstract interpretations of landscapes. There's always lots of flowers and shrubbery.
And to have a piece of art that was done by someone who's from Andover or North Andover, I think is very special. Very special. Because you're inviting those creative people to do more.
So we like to say that this is a place of beauty, whether you're looking outside at the lake or whether the sun goes down and then you're surrounded by the beauty of the art. So beauty inside, beauty outside, and it's next to godliness. So it's a good thing for a retreat center to have.
The next Andover's Artists Guild show will take place in the spring. If you want to view the exhibit, visit the gardens or trails, or participate in other programs, visit them online at rollingridge.org or call 978-682-8815. To learn more about the Andover Artists Guild classes and events, visit andoversartistsguild.com. The holiday season is a time for giving back and showing appreciation. The North Andover Selectmen did just that as they donned their aprons to serve breakfast to town employees at the annual Selectmen's Breakfast in December. Our own Steve D'Onofrio had a chance to talk to the Selectmen and honored guests during the community event.
It's fantastic. This annual breakfast is something that I certainly look forward to, and I hope that all the employees and volunteers of the town look forward to. It's a big hit, and it's a good fundraiser for the senior center, too.
Every year it gets bigger and bigger, and all the employees put their time in and money in. It's a good time, you know. It's invite people from all the community, and a lot of people are very generous in giving stuff in the businesses in town, you know. So
Dawn and I would get up at 2:30 in the morning and come down, and I remember one year in particular there was a snowstorm, and the police department graciously came and picked me up. It was Officer Joe Kamau.
Wow.
And he had a DPW truck in front of him so that they could plow the street and get me down here so he could start the coffee for the DPW employees, because I started serving at 6 o'clock in the morning so that they could get out and get on their routes and get everything done that they had to do. But it was wonderful. I really enjoyed doing it for all the years that I did.
No, a lot of planning involved in this. A lot of volunteers behind the scene. You can see Dick Valancourt over here cooking up the eggs. So a lot of people do a lot of work to get this done, and it's nice to see everyone. That's the other thing. You don't see a lot of these people, and they all volunteers for committees and things like that, and you get to say hello and say thank you. So.
Market Basket donated most of the drinks and beverages. We had Joe Fish in the loft donate the sausages, and Ganji family donated the fruit, and all this work has been done by volunteers for our volunteers. It's a thank you celebration, and it's always fun.
I got involved, you know, having kids here, going through the school system here, and then coaching, of course, going to their activities. Then I was lucky enough to get appointed to serve on the Conservation Commission, elected to the Board of Selectmen, on the Strategic Planning Committee and things like that, and it was very rewarding. So it's been some time since I've served, but because I served before, I get the invitation to come back to this breakfast once a year, and it's great to see everybody that still serves and volunteers in the town.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, you know, we think about this. It's a very large community geographically. It's close to 27 square miles, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like a small neighborhood community, small New England town, and again, it's what makes it special. I hope folks who watch this recognize what it means. It means that people like to work here, they like to give back to the community, they're motivated by working in the public, and it really moves me, quite frankly, because to see this kind of investment in the community that they work and live in is fantastic.
We are a blessed community, and I think what most people don't realize, without all of these volunteers, we literally just cease to exist. The town stops as we know it. So without all these wonderful people who give so much back, North Andover wouldn't be North Andover. So it makes us very happy each year to it's a little way to say thank you to everyone.
Raffle winners were selected for the Gala of Trees during the Selectmen's Breakfast as well. The winners took home beautiful trees and wreaths. And most winners also received prizes and gift certificates donated by local businesses. The raffle raised about $1,900 for the Senior Center. In other breakfast news, seniors had their chance to grab a bite and get into the holiday spirit at the annual Christmas breakfast put on by the Friends of the Senior Center.
Today is an event that is held here at the North Andover Senior Center. It's the Friends Christmas Breakfast. All our seniors are invited to attend, and the Friends sponsor the whole event along with the entertainment.
One of the interesting things about this breakfast this morning is the fact that it's put on by the Friends of the Senior Center. They do a magnificent job.
The breakfast is, again, giving back to the community, having the people have the opportunity to come in here, talk to each other, get in the Christmas spirit, and again, it's all paid for by the Friends.
I have to say that this was extremely successful. They were lining up here early in the morning, and we must have a response of over 100 people.
We are a not-for-profit organization. We do file with the government. We do have a not-for-profit tax ident number. We give out passes of 50% off for people to get on the different transportations throughout the town. We have the WE buses that we help to support. We have 2 buses in town that help to pick up and deliver the seniors. We meet once a month. We meet usually the last Wednesday of the month. But in December, That's Christmas. So we're going to skip Christmas that month, and we're not going to meet to the end of January in our next meeting.
The funds that we receive to the Friends, 100% of the funds go back to the seniors in town. The Friends cover social trips for us by covering half the cost of a trip, scholarships funding, fuel assistance. We provide brown bag program for many of our seniors. We have a small food pantry, so when they're in need, we do that. We've done a lot of repairs in the senior center. They bought a refrigerator for us and many other things that keep our senior center running smoothly. We are looking for new members. If you're interested in signing up, please drop by the senior center and speak to myself, or Carla, or Martha Cashins, who is the president of the Friends.
If that last story didn't make you want to go down to the senior center right now, this next one will. The Boston Red Sox went from worst to first in 2013 and took home the World Series title. The famous trophy made a visit to the North Andover Senior Center, delighting baseball fans of all ages.
I'm State Senator Katie O'Connor Ives, and I'm the local state senator for North Andover, together with Senator Tarr. And today we were able to bring the World Series trophy here to North Andover, which worked out really well because it's Christmas vacation. And a lot of children and their families are here to be able to take part. And it's worked out really well. There's a long line at the North Andover Senior Center, and I've recruited my husband, Jeff, to help take pictures. So it's been a great morning. Everything's worked out really smoothly. And it's pretty cool to have the trophy here in North Andover. We have a card that people can sign that we're going to send back to Boston so the Red Sox can see what great support they have here in North Andover. Well, I put the request in once they won. And I wanted to bring it here to the Merrimack Valley, and luckily the dates worked out because it couldn't be better than to be here on a Friday morning during Christmas vacation. And there's different logistics involved, but we're going to have it here in North Andover and a couple of other communities, and it all worked out. But you're always in pins and needles because you don't know if all the pieces are going to fall into place until it happens. And here we are. There's a lot of happy people and a lot of memories being made.
An upcoming benefit concert will bring the Joshua Tree Band to the Rogers Center at Merrimack College on March 7th. If you haven't heard of them before, the Joshua Tree Band is a U2 cover band. The concert is to benefit the North Andover Police Association. We went to police headquarters to get more information about the concert and were amazed to learn how much the Police Association gives back to North Andover.
My name is Sergeant Tim Crane. I'm president of the North Andover Police Association. The Benevolent Association is set up as a nonprofit organization. It's a 501c3 charity. We make donations to several organizations throughout town. We have a lot of guys that give a lot. They are born and raised in this town. They give a lot back to the town. So that's our main purpose of the association. So we make donations to certain youth organizations like the sports leagues, the Booster Club, things like that. We also make donations to the youth center. We have a scholarship fund set up where we donate two $500 scholarships to local seniors who are graduating and going into a career of criminal justice. The association also has a death and retirement benefit where if a police officer dies in the line of duty or becomes ill, then there's a donation that we can make to them. There's the North Andover Police Association also with the sponsors the North Andover Town Santa Parade, with the head sponsor in that, Lieutenant E.J. Folds, is in charge of that and running the event and gets all the organizers involved and sets up the parade, makes notifications for closing of roadways and stuff like that. And we have our members during that who direct traffic, help out along the way, and drive different vehicles around for that parade. Yeah, we have the Nights on the Run event, different town events that are sponsored by the town, where our members will also donate their time to help in directing traffic, security type details if they're needed for security and stuff like that. So any town event that is sponsored, we do have volunteers that will go out and assist the town. The concert is going to be on Friday, March 7th at 7 p.m. at the Rogers Center for the Arts at Merrimack College. It's the Joshua Tree Band. It's a tribute band to the band U2. We have hired All Pro Productions, which has hired a private solicitor to make phone calls for us. As police officers, we cannot call the general public and ask for money and donations, so we have to hire a private firm to do that for us. It's a couple guys. Kevin Conley is the main caller. He is on the phones at night calling local residents and businesses. If you get directed to us, you make sure that you have any questions. If you don't believe that it is actually us, just call the police station. We'll let you know.
In addition to being a great night out, the Police Association is a wonderful contributor to the community and really deserves our support. For more information about the concert and to buy tickets, call 978-683-4117. This next segment is information and updates from your town officials. We will try to give you a snapshot of what was voted on during board meetings and other local government happenings. If you want to stay in the know, tune into GovCam on Comcast Channel 8 or Verizon Channel 26. You can also log on to northandovercam.org, where you can watch meetings live or on demand. The North Andover Fire Department held its 5th annual toy drive in December to help bring a little Christmas joy to local families in need. Although there was a slow start to the drive, over 750 toys were collected and distributed to 106 children. The fire department, North Andover Firefighters Local 2035, North Andover Merchants Association, Woodridge Homes, and many other local businesses and families made the event a success. Thank you for joining us on the North Andover Journal. Look for a new show next month. If you have a story idea, want to publicize an upcoming event, or you would like to join us in the studio, call, email, or like us on Facebook. If you would like to be a North Andover Journal reporter, we're more than happy to teach you. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/NorthAndoverCam or call us at 978-687-6570. And until next time, I'm your host, Tiffany Began.